Looks good, doesn't it? Might be a bit windy, so we'll get through this. Yesterday and just the entire weekend, but mainly yesterday, was an absolute movie. Kick it into first gear. I arrived at 11 o'clock on the 19th of June, 2025. I got off the plane, got through customs around 12. And that was a Thursday. On the Friday, my exact location of where this place is now, I had to come to. I got off at Shinjuku Station thinking that the hotel would be around there. And I don't know what was going through my mind, but when you download Google Maps offline, you get just the car routes. You don't get walking routes, and you definitely don't get train routes. I advanced through the gates at Shinjuku, and I wandered around for a little bit. I just pressed go and then was following the blue. I didn't zoom out or anything, because why would you? You know, you think you've got it right the first time because you think you're that good. I'm a little lost at this point. So I'm following this blue road, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this is it's a long blue road, you know? I feel like I've been walking for a while now. I checked the phone and I zoomed out, but it wasn't. It was nowhere close. I mean, if you search up Hamatsujo, like where I am right now, and location of where I was from Shinjuku Station, you'll realize that from here to the station is absolutely far. I was walking this at a Friday midday, and it was 32, maybe 33 degrees Celsius with the sun beaming on me the entire time. I mean, I was out there for a nice tan anyways, but I didn't want to get cooked. But I ended up getting cooked a bit, you know, just a bit of seasoning on me. That could have been a tasty meal.
What?
So then I sat on my suitcase, my yellow suitcase, and plopped down. I was like, where am I? Where am I? I'm in the middle of the biggest city in the world. Where am I? I have no clue how I'm going to get to my apartment. I have no Wi-Fi, and I have a crappy little GPS that ain't really working. I am lost at this point. And keep in mind, this is like the very first proper day I'm actually in Tokyo, and I'm starting it off with a bang. I changed myself from, all right, I'm going to follow Google Maps, to, all right, I'm going to follow where the pinpoint is, and me walk to that using the streets that I see. Like, I'll zoom in and I'll work my way around it. That was a lot easier. Oh gosh, I think I was so I set off at the train station. So I got out of Shinjuku Station around about 12, and I checked in here at 3:05. I was walking around for 3 hours, and I just felt like I was walking around for 5. So yeah, so I got to this place after, and then I checked in. I don't think you could blame me for this, but I just thought, I'm not gonna go downstairs and go out on the streets for now. I was just so sick and tired of walking. Then I was like, I really need this SIM card. I'm gonna need some sort of Wi-Fi, especially if I wanted to go out traveling now. It would be a lot harder. So I traveled from here to Shibuya. The fact that I was at this hotel at this specific time and I had nothing really to do, I was like, I need to go get that SIM card. I might as well do it before I go to travel to my next place, which is in a week. Okay, we need to get a SIM card, and we need to get one now, because I'm not walking around for 3-4 hours trying to find my hostel for my next location. I'm not doing that. We learned that the hard way. So that brings me on to the Saturday night. I stayed up 8 in the morning to 3 in the morning. What I ended up doing was I purchased the SIM card, and it's about 30 gigabytes a month for around £28. After understanding that I needed to get this station down here, which is 3 minutes away, and I had to head to Shibuya, I sat on the train, and I think I didn't even realize it because I was in a rush. I sat in the female only train cart. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm pretty sure I sat in the female cart, because as I looked up and I panned around, I caught eye contact with one girl, and she just smiled and blushed. And then I was like, oh, that's funny. There's nothing I've done wrong. At least I thought. And then I looked to my right, and there was an entire line of where the subways are. And if you've seen the subway lines, there's an entire row of just women. And I can't remember if the entire cart was pink or if I was seeing the priority seats, which are on either side of each cart. I couldn't remember. But I looked up, and then I realized that, and I got off. And as I got off, I was relieved and embarrassed. I was like, no way did I just intrude on them. But then I was thinking to myself, did I actually see what I thought I saw? Was I actually in a female car? I don't think I was. I could have been, but at the same time, I could have just got extremely, just unlucky and just saw a line of women and thought it's a female car when it wasn't. It just happened to be a line of women there. Maybe they're all queuing up for me, I don't know. I got off at the next stop after Hamatsucho. That was when I got into the train car. So I got off and I was walking down to a different car section, and then the train went. And I was like, that's fine, because when you're in a station, I'll explain it like this, right? So in Japan, you have Suica card or any sort of train pass, Passmo, something like that. As a tourist, you can get a welcome Suica. It's valid for 28 days after you get it. So I get off this car, I board onto the next one. As I got onto the next one, I got to Shibuya station. And when I tell you, oh my gosh, from Hamatsucho station to maybe like the second or third stop, I think it's like Oki, people piled on. A bunch of zombies just come piling out a wall. It was literally exactly like that, but the wall was literally my knees. The time I arrived at Shibuya station was maybe around 8:45, 9 o'clock. And I still had to find out where this place was where I was buying the SIM card. Damn, this is packed to the absolute brim. It was a Sunday night, 9 o'clock, packed, absolutely packed. People going to the station, coming from the station. It was like, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I mean, I thought my city was big at home. This is, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, sat there with a shit-eating grin on my face for like 2 minutes as I was walking out of the station. So as you pass through the stations, and as you go into every station, you have a Suica card or any sort of ticket or anything, and you tap it on your way into a station, and then when you leave a station. So you can get on any train within whatever railroad pass it is. You know, you can go onto the train and then just sit on it and go to any stop. But these trains go on all day, every day, from like 5 in the morning to 11 at night. So as I arrive in Shibuya at 9:05, I'm walking out the station and I get out the exit. I think for a video, you can't feel the atmosphere. You can try and understand it, but you cannot feel it. When you're in the actual station and you're coming out of it into the main Shibuya crossing, wow, that was an experience and a half. I was walking out, there's crowds of people, and I was like, before I left, I was like, I'm just gonna choose peak time, because I mean, if there's any time to see it, it might as well be when everyone's trying to fucking go. So I went, and as I was walking out, I was like weaving past people like a maze runner. It is absolutely amazing. I'm now at Shibuya crossing and I'm looking across all the buildings, all the people, all the like ads and TVs and the screens and everything. It's like a New York on steroids. As I'm traversing through the Shibuya crossing, I'm looking to my right and I see people rushing forward to get their TikToks and get their Instagrams, and I thought, shit's crazy. That's crazy. I saw like people that would be posting online, but they were doing it like professionally, like cameras, like real nice cameras, real nice lighting. Some of them even had like lighting up behind them, or like holding like a selfie stick with lights on it. I was like, what the actual crap is going on here? I don't look like the only twat now. And I was trying to find, obviously, this SIM card place. I'm walking through, and from Shibuya station, there's maybe like, it's supposed to be like a 5-minute walk. Of course, it's never a 5-minute walk. 30 minutes of my life to find the mall. Like, God, man, it was in a mall. I think it's like a 4-story mall. I think it was like 9:40, and I'm panicking now because I haven't found the place and I don't know how to say anything to anyone that's of significant value to how I'm going to get somewhere. And that's it. Shibuya marked city. And I'm walking through and I'm looking at the stores and I'm like, that looks nice, but I'm not supposed to be here for food. I'm supposed to be here for my SIM card. I have no idea. I'm looking at the map, it's all in Japanese, so I'm reading it. And I was like, there it is. How do I get there? The map is so tough to look at. I was walking around the 4th floor. I got the escalator, then I got the elevator, and I was like, okay, I'm on the 4th floor and I can't find it. So I walk to one end, and then I walk back and I can't find it. I take the escalator up to the 5th floor. It's just barren. There's like no one up there. And then I see out the corner of my eye, as I look to my left, I see a police officer, Sumimasen! And he turns around and I'm like 25 feet away. He's like, you're lost. Kore wa mise doko desu ka? And he goes, he just starts walking away. And then he turns around, so as he's walking away, he's going, oh, Zuzuku. And I'm like, I just said where the shop was, and this guy's fully on going out of his way. He's a police officer, he was patrolling an area. He just goes, daijoubu desu, walks over to the escalator, and I'm following him, and I'm just like, wow, I've got to make basic conversation. I've got to try and speak somehow. I've got to try to learn some Japanese through conversation. Like, I'm really lost. And he goes, And I go, Keisatsu, anata no keisatsu. He goes, so desu ne. Cool. Gets to the bottom of the escalator. It felt like 3 minutes. It was probably about 13 seconds. And he walks out, and I mean, this guy's pace is absolutely astronomical. He was walking like it was a marathon, and he was trying to do it in record timing. And he turns to the left, and I'm like, I've already been down here. I've been down here. What's he doing? That is the shop I was looking for. So he just goes, okay. And he's like, oh no, daijoubu desu. I'm like, surimasen, hontoni arigatou gozaimasu. And he goes, okay, bye-bye. An hour and a quarter to get from the station, which is literally a 5-minute walk away, to the shop. And I walked past the shop. I don't know how I did it. I must have, what I think I did was I walked towards the shop, looked on the opposite side, said, fuck it, it's not here, and turned around. So I've got the SIM card now, and I get out maybe at 10:30, because you have to have Wi-Fi to activate it. You have to do it online. All right, I've got a bit of time to stroll around. It's fine. Brilliant. So I just kind of, filmed some stuff. I filmed a Don Quixote. I like that. I didn't go in it because obviously I didn't want to get lost, and I had no Wi-Fi. No data, no nothing. I really raw dogged the shit out of this trip, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I made it there. I don't know how I made it back, but we made it. So I'm walking back now, and I'm just filming a bunch of different stuff, just taking it in, just walking down different streets. And it's maybe about 11:15 now, 10 to 11. And I think, okay, I'm gonna start crossing Shibuya Crossing. And then of course I see more people doing their TikToks. I mean, I don't think there was one time in the entire night that I could have been there that someone wasn't doing a TikTok or trying to rush towards the middle before everyone else got there to get their social media view. I thought it was great. And I'm walking through it, and I'm just seeing people sprint towards the middle, getting their TikToks, dancing, jumping, and I'm enjoying the shit out of this because I'm like, you don't see this from where I'm from. Bunch of different people, bunch of different fashion, and I get to the station, and I thought, I'm just gonna wait just outside it. I was next to these two girls, and I was searching for my Suica, that card that I just showed. And I was like, where is it? Because I took some stuff out to put my SIM card in, and then I put them all back in, or at least I thought. So it's maybe 10 to 11 now, and I'm thinking, well, the last train's in 10 minutes. I'm just here. I just need to find my Suica card. And I was turning to myself, and I was like, I can't find it. And then I was thinking, I got to look for it again. I'm not giving up. I need to get this, the pass I have on it. It has money on it. I need to go to the train station. I need to get home. I need to activate the SIM card. I mean, I'm going to be out until 5 o'clock in the morning with no Wi-Fi, no data. I thought when I left to go to Shibuya, I had enough time. I was like, I wouldn't get lost that much. I mean, I got lost for 3 hours, we're still fine. We're still chilling. I think I overestimated my maneuverability of Google Maps. I think maybe Google Maps is fucking me over, and I'm just blaming myself for it. I'm looking through, and I'm literally peeling everything out. And I go, where do I leave it? I put it all back in, and then for some Hail Mary and for some stupid reason, I thought, I'm just going to check one last time. Keeping in mind, at this point, it's 3 minutes has gone by since I stopped at the thing, so it's maybe 53 now, 10:53 at night, and I was like, I found it. And I just relieved. So I put all my stuff back in properly, and then I took my card out, and I walk into the station. And as I walk into the station and I go to tap my card, it turns red. And I thought, so at the ticket gate, you tap it and it turned red, and the gate doors didn't open. I turned around, I go, I saw this on a video. It means that your car doesn't have any money left on it, or if it does, it doesn't have enough to pay for the entrance to the train station. I thought I only did a couple trips. I put 1,000 yen on it. I've only done 3 or 4 trips, but it's 200 each time, and it racks up. So I go to turn around, and obviously people are behind me because they thought I was going to get through, but I wasn't, so I completely fucked them off. Walk past them, and then I'm at, obviously, Shibuya's ATMs, not really ATM, it's a place where you top up your cards and, get your tickets and stuff. And there's maybe 6 machines. None of them are in English. None of them identify my welcome Suica. They just had the normal Suica on it. And I didn't know if there's a difference. Pretty sure there is. So I'm thinking, I don't know how to, I have no clue on how I'm supposed to do this. I haven't topped up a card before, and I didn't have any Wi-Fi to check how to do it. I wasn't expecting, I would have pre-paved it. I would have pre-paved how to top up a card if I knew that I was going to run out of the money beforehand, but I thought I had enough. I'm walking back through the way I came, waiting at these ticket areas, I'm looking around and there's loads of people, loads of them trying to do the same thing I'm doing. And I'm like crapping bricks now because it's like 5 minutes to the last train. But I went to the ticket machine and I was like, okay, brilliant. You know, I'm seeing all these people here. They look like they know what they're doing. I'm going to try and eyeball it first and then I'm going to, you know, do it. But none of them had the same card I had. And I knew there was a difference between my card and the normal speaker. And I'm going, I can't see it. I'm waiting for someone with the same card as I have to go up and do it. No one had it. No one had it. I think every tourist knows to stay away from Shibuya for their first couple of days because I saw no one with that same speaker card. So I'm crapping bricks at this point, and I'm like, all right then, another problem. I got 99 problems, and a ticket is another one. This guy comes up to me, walks over to me, and he seems to me a bit autistic. But what I realize is he was a great hustler. Where are you going? I go, Hamatsujo. And he goes, okay. So he like fucking barges past people, literally like I'm the president and like the security is him. And he's boom, boom. And he goes, and he presses bing, 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 bing. Extremely autistic is what I thought he was. Might have just been a real good hustler and done this many times. He definitely has. Put the coins in, out the ticket, gave it to me. Eki, Niju Eki or something like that, like station 2. And then like my change came out and he grabbed it and he gave it to me. And then there was like some coin left in his hands and he goes, can I keep? I was like, yeah, fuck it. It was like 500 yen, like £2.50. I was like, you saved my life, thank you. Here's the £2.50. I know you're doing it on purpose to get some money. It's a good hustle. There was a demand for his services and I was in it. So I now have the ticket. And I'm like, all right. So I get onto the train. I make sure to not sit in a female car. I make sure to mind my own business, as I always do. I get off the station at my proper station, and that train journey was the only thing about my trip that was smooth. Because normally on the other side of the ticket barriers is where these like ATMs where you top up your card is. I was putting my card in, and it didn't work. I was trying to top it up, but it kept spitting it back out. Before I could insert the money, it would just completely go back to the main screen, like, oh, do you want to start? And I was like, I just did. And you finished me. So I walk to the other side and I start this ticket and I'm like, fuck it. No, I'm just going to slide it through the gate and see if it works. And it did. It worked. Thank God I kept that ticket, because there was a moment where I was in the train and I was thinking, I should bin this. I'm not going to need it. Who would need this? I've just purchased it. I've got in now. I don't need it. Oh my gosh, I was out. It's like maybe 11:30 at night now. So I got out and I was like, that's the last train. That was like, when I was coming out of the ticket gate, I was like, that's the last train done. If I didn't get out then, I wouldn't have got out. I can't believe what just happened. That entire trip felt like 2 days in the space of like 3 or 4 hours. I left at 8:30, got there by 9, and I didn't get home until like maybe 11:45. So I got upstairs, I set up my SIM card, and now, after all of that hassle from yesterday night, I have my mobile data. 30 gigs of it, so I won't run out and have the same problem that I had yesterday. Just getting lost and just speaking the wrong words and saying the wrong things is just part of the journey and the plan, and it's honestly hilarious. Like today, a couple hours ago, I was walking past, and a group of girls were doing, and in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I should say as I walked past, because they were looking at me, I was like, I should say something, nice. Maybe say they're pretty or something. And there's these group of girls and they make eye contact with me. And I'm thinking, I should say something nice, call them pretty. So I thought in my mind, I'll say it. I walk past, they make eye contact with me and I go, I see that they're doing some sort of dance and maybe a TikTok. I didn't see a camera, but they were doing a dance with like 6 of them. And I go, kawaii sone. And they erupt and I'm thinking, they're just overreacting for because I called them pretty. And then I heard someone go, sone? And I was like, maybe I didn't say the last part of that sentence right. So I walk down the street maybe 2 minutes, and then I look on Google Translate and I go, what did I say? I thought I said the right thing. So I'm walking past these girls and what I thought I said was, oh, you're very pretty, guys. But what I actually said was, oh, that's very sad. Walk straight forward. Oh man, I can't believe it. And that's why I thought, why did one girl sound so offended at the very end? It's because I said, that looks so sad, as they're doing a dance. And I said it with a massive smile on my face. Oh man. And I was walking back and I was like, I can't stop laughing about it. Funny shit, man, but It is, honestly, I love this place and I can't wait for more experiences like that. I'm definitely going to head back to Shibuya at some point soon, maybe in the next month, maybe within the next couple of weeks. I don't know, see how finances is looking like. Just trying to manage everything and just kind of settle down right now. I don't want to go too crazy with traveling and stuff because I want to make sure I have time and money to research things before I need to get them done. Obviously, it doesn't matter how much I do, I still somehow manage to fuck it up. That was my little rant for this, explaining my weekend and pretty much my entire trip so far. Enjoy this view with me. Buildings are massive. It is warm out here. This is it's a great experience.